Hello folks. So what you see right here is a Nikon ZF. With the new Firmware 2 updates, I'm going to show you some of the things that they updated with. So if I go to my share screen, and if I go to my browser, there you go. Changes. So the two that I really care about, because they've added things like for the birds, for focusing instead of just animal, it's also animal and now birds, which is a great thing. They did some things with the flash bracketing, the interval time shooting, focus shift, time lapse, video recording. You know, they added the birds also. High res zoom. They've added menus if you had the Ninja 5 Plus, Ultra, Shogun, all that stuff. To play back, you have a customized retouch options. Auto image rotation. I already had that, but that works pretty good. You can have a series playback options. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the ISO sensitivity. Everybody was complaining about the ISO. So there are two things. You can go into the settings like you used to. You can either turn it on or off, but now it has the capability of, let's say if you're in HLG and they start at 400 ISO, anything above 400 will work if you use the manual dials. And I tried it in auto, program, shutter, and aperture, plus manual. And let's see what else. Other changes. Yeah, displayed in white on a red background. Yeah. RGB histogram has now have a mode 1, mode 2. Warm display colors. Let's see what else. Yeah, you can connect to an FTP server, network menu. So anyway, there you have it. I'm going to get out of Chrome right now. And I'm going to show you a couple of things on the ZF. So here we go. And I took that off so you can take a look at it. Turn it on. I got it in manual mode. Okay. So usually if you have auto ISO, see, I can turn the shutter. I can do the aperture because they're on C. But the nice thing is, look at the ISO. It's 400, right? So if I go to 500, 640, it now can do that. That's in manual mode. If I go to auto mode, okay, let's see what happens. It's at 2500. Let's go below 400. You can't, because on HLG, 400 is the bottom, okay? And that's in some of the cameras too. If we do shutter, okay, same thing. All right, and then program. So it's 1000, let's go down. Yeah, 500, 6400. And if you put it at C, okay. So this is the shutter, the front dial, exposure compensation. So you see, I don't have the control, but if you go to the menu and it's on auto, so you got ISO sensitivity. Of course, it's off, so you got to turn it on. Okay, And you can turn in like maximum sensitivity of 16,000 or whatever. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it's at 640 now. All right, ISO. So let's see if I go to 16. See, anything over 16. Well, it is, yeah. Once you do the manual, it works on that also. But like I said, the cap is 400 because if you go any lower, it won't work because I'm in HLG. Okay, so that's in program. Let's look at auto, see if that happens. Okay, guess what, folks? So if you put it on auto, you set the ISO, it's going to do the aperture and the shutter speed for you. And this is just in camera mode. Now, the other thing I like about it is, and I'm going to put it back to 400. I'm going to put it to manual. All right. If you go here to, and I've scrolled down, you know, like for set picture control. Oh, wait a minute. You can't because you're in HLG. Okay. Now you can if you go to, let's say, flat or monochrome. All right. And if you hit the function button or the I button, not linear, let's see something. Okay, let's do it now. Okay. Set picture control. You can't. Okay, it only has to be done in the menu. So this is what you do. If you want, let's say, standard, okay, watch this. I take a shot. I'll play it. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm going to increase it to like 1600. Take another shot. Play it. So you see, that's a little bit better, right? Watch what happens when I do this. Remember the switch? Movie, camera, black and white. Well, it looks like color, doesn't it? Watch this. See, this is what got me the first time. But if I press play, it's in black and white. That's why I like the ZFC. It has 3 switches. You can do black, white. You can pick the monochrome that you want. You can do stills, and you can do video. So that's what people were asking for. That's what they got. They got where you can download LUTs or picture profiles, whatever. You can use the bridge a little bit better. Those are the things. So now I'm going to show you some of the pictures that I took today with the 20mm f2.8Z. And this is a great vlogging lens. Great for indoors too. But let's look at these pictures. So if I go to my share, go to Nikon, and I'm going to send this to right there. Okay. So the reason why I'm showing this, and I'm going to go like this, you can see everything. It's in well, 16 by 9. Okay. But I'll show you the 1/60th of shutter speed. I'll show you what lens I use, the camera. I'll show natural light auto, okay, the white balance, and it's at f2.8, okay. So I'm just going to show you that, and I'm just going to scroll across different pictures. So I did some in black and white because you can turn the switch, okay? And they look pretty sharp too, don't they? Had lunch. My M4 Pro Studio. The other side. Now in color. Okay. Went outside. Now what do you think of this in HLG? If I do a little expansion, it looks sharp, but I love the different shadows on it. Okay. And I'm going to have to bring this back because it fixed everything. Yeah, I'll go like that. I should have fixed that. Yeah. Okay. So I went outside, backyard. You don't see any barrel distortion with this lens. But what I like is the deep color, the dark, compared, the contrast to the light. And I love the green color and the blue sky. Okay? I want to point that out to you. Those are the things to look for. The white clouds, the blue sky, the green trees or plants. And these are all in RAW. But look at the different sunlight going through the trees, shadows. It's a beautiful image. I took another one of the, make sure that the water is clear, the sewage, whatever. That's one. I got two of them. But I did it in black and white. But I'll say one thing. I do like the color a lot better. Okay? And you can see it takes a little bit to process into the RAW. So at first it doesn't look like it's in focus, and then it goes into focus. Now, I was going at the bird bath. Now I was going to that tree back there. I think it was something to do in the house. Now, what I'm doing is I am changing the shutter speed. Okay, 1/500th of a second, 1/400th of a second, 320, 250, 200. You see it's getting blown out, because it can fire 160. And I went back to 1/8000. 3200. So, and then I got this little bird right here. Okay. So that's 100%. If I go, what? Let's see here. 200%. That's 300. Here's 400. Not too bad for a 24 megapixel camera. And you can see how small that bird is. So yeah, that was through the chair in the shade. See if I could get to that bird bath. And I was trying the manual focus inside. So that's 1/60th, 1/25th, 1/100th, So it's getting brighter. 180, 160, 150, 140, 130. That's how you brighten up the room. So the ISO is at 400. All I did was dealt with the shutter speed. So I'm just scrolling around, showing you pictures in HLG. I'm going to have to water it back. Now, I just caught the plane at the last moment, but you'll see more pictures of them. I had a whole bunch of them on the other video. But you see, sometimes HLG is a little bit too dark. So you have to deal with program, aperture. So 1/500th a second, 1/320th of a second. And that's the last picture. Okay? And I'll get out of this program. So, you have more control over the ISO, okay? You have a great camera now that can do everything. It added the bird feature for subject detection, and at least that's separate from animal. They're adding things through firmware updates. They're getting to it. You just have to be patient. But anyway, I like it. It makes this camera more usable, more fun. If I was going to use a super telephoto lens, like the all-in-one lens or something, I would put it on the bigger camera. Okay? I mean, you can use it on there, but I like using the small lenses on this camera right here. Make it nice, small, and portable. I love the 20mm. So you can bring it inside, you can, you know, to a place like a restaurant and stuff. It'll do good. So you can do the ISO, you can do the exposure compensation, get the right light. You take a few shots, make sure the picture is the way you want it. That's what I like. You need a camera that you can have full control of. And I want to clap my hands to Nikon for doing such a wonderful job. And let's see, where is it? Thank you, Nikon. So anyway, let me get in focus. And it's kind of bright, but it's going to set the right ambience. I'll take my lights. There we go. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.